Okay, now I apologize, you guys, for not doing a pre-install. Okay, this right here is how to install running boards for a 2021 Hyundai Palisade. Okay, now I'm going to show you pretty much the bolts. Everything pretty much came in a box. I pretty much snapped the old panels trying to get them off. If you're not planning on installing them again, then you pretty much don't need them. This was the box that it came in. Pretty much there were some extra flaps there. I don't think they were pretty much to be used. I think they were just like some added accessories for if your vehicle required those extra flaps. But I'm going to just do a quick tutorial on basically showing you how to install it. Even though it's already installed, I'm going to give you the quick version so you don't have to take 2 to 3 hours like I just did. Okay, first and foremost, you're going to start off removing these 3 bolts right here with a regular screwdriver. You're going to take 1, 2, 3, take those bolts off so you can actually remove this plastic right here. Okay, that's the first step. Now the second step is you're going to take a number 10 wrench that will be like this right here. You're going to use the standard number 10 wrench and pretty much remove the other bolt from the back end of the wheel well right here. Okay, once you remove that bolt from the original bracket, okay, that goes on here for the running board, you're going to pretty much just use the pry screwdriver for the panels and just pretty much take and pry off all of the snaps, which will pretty much look like this. As you can see, some of them broke. This right here pretty much broke. It snapped in half, me taking it off. But again, I say, if you're not using the old running board again, which I doubt, if you go through all of this trouble taking it off, you will not put it back on here. So it's pretty much garbage. You don't need the old snaps or anything because the new running board comes with the new snaps. Okay, so you pretty much just leave this here. Once you pretty much pry that off, which you'll be prying it off in the areas of here. Okay, you'll be putting it in here, prying it off, prying it off, prying it off. Where you see the bolts, just forget about the bolts because this is already installed. You're going to pretty much pry it off, go from the undercarriage and pretty much pry it off and take the snaps off. The only thing besides the snaps that's holding it in is the 4 bolts that I showed you in the beginning of the video, which is 1 and the other 3 in the front. Okay, now once you're looking at pretty much all of your parts, that will be pretty much this piece right here. I'm kind of giving it to you in a fast forward version, so if you can use this video, I would understand. If you can't, I understand, but if you can kind of understand the process, then you can pretty much figure it out. So this right here, I'm going to take this bolt off. Okay, separate it like so, because it's going to be these that's going to come in the pack. Okay, now these have a weird way of using them, which is kind of cool, because behind this bolt right here, you pretty much put it in the hole and you leave the rubber band on there, so that way once you put it in the hole in this way right here, you're going to slide that. You see how the rubber band slides it across? You're going to pretty much put it in there and it's going to snap behind it, which actually stays in place like that, so that way you can put the bolts on there afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there as such. Now I'm going to go under so I can pretty much show you the other 7 bolts that pretty much comes with it. Now once you're looking at the parts, you can pretty much figure it out. Now the other bolts that come with it would look like this. Okay, now when they look like this, you don't have to separate them from the screwdriver. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one off so you can pretty much kind of see what it looks like. Okay, Where is my extension? Okay. Excuse me. All right, now, under here, I want to put this in reverse mode, which this will be pretty much easy to use a number 10. This piece right here with the extension on it, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is pretty much take it off for you guys. Okay. As you see, once I loosen this up, now this is already installed. Everything is pretty much installed. So once I take this out of here, okay, and this is what the piece looks like, as you can see. Okay, the piece pretty much goes up in there like this. You don't separate it. Slide it up in there and pretty much just turn it till it get a little tight. I pretty much turn it like this. To fast forward, I would just pretty much put this on there just like this and wait till it locks. All right, and it's tight. So I just kind of gave you these pins right here. You do not need to remove those. Okay, this, you do not need to remove none of that, okay? All of that stays in place. Now, the catch to this is that what I didn't show you guys is that this rubber piece right here, it pretty much comes off. That comes off of your old panel and has some yellow snaps attached to it. There's another video up here showing how to install it. Now, you can kind of use that video and go back with my video pretty much, because he just basically shows you how to take this rubber piece off, which is basically just basically taking it off. So what I would say is use that to get to that part. Once you get that exposed, then putting this up here is going to be pretty much a cakewalk, because once you tear it down and it's exposed, then you're just going to, because you have one hand, it's going to have snaps in here. You see where this screw is at? It's going to be a snap here. You pretty much count it as this. Remember this pattern. The pattern is going to be, if you have one here, you got, don't count one. You just count the ones where you're going to put the screw at, which is 2, 3, 4. There's one on that side. That will be 5. Okay? Now, so excuse me, you're going to count 2, 3, 4. And in between this is a snap. So you don't count 5. You count 2, 3, 4. Then you count, you don't count 5, you count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's only going to be 10 bolts. Actually, not 10 bolts, but a total of 8 bolts, because you have 3 snaps. So once you take your original panel off, you're going to see it's 11 holes. So you have 1 snap in the front, 1 snap in the middle, and 1 snap on the end. And you're going to fill the rest with bolts. So 3 plus 8 equals 11. Okay. Once you flip your new running board over, then you'll pretty much see the holes and see how the pattern go. But this is pretty much a short version of the video. I'm not doing an install, so basically all you have to do is just pretty much listen to it and just see where I went with it. Everything is pretty much here. The only thing that I have to put on is these right here. And these pretty much go over this hole right here. You peel the plastic, put that on, and that's it. So I hope this video helped you guys. This is Sakai Trucking, and I gave you the fast version of how to install the running boards on a 2021 Hyundai Palisade. Thanks.